Colorado River water is collected from Lake Mead via water intake pipes near Saddle Island. The water is treated and delivered to Boulder City, Henderson, Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, unincorporated urban Clark County, and Nellis Air Force Base. Water is pumped through the intake pumping stations through two large diameter pipes and sent to the two water treatment facilities. At the treatment facilities, the water is first sent through the ozonation process. The first step in the ozonation process is to produce high purity oxygen by removing the nitrogen from air. Oxygen plants produce high purity oxygen. The oxygen gas then passes through ozone generators, where an electric charge is applied to convert 8 to 12% of the oxygen into ozone. The ozone in oxygen gas then goes to the contactor. The ozone contactor is a large enclosed concrete structure where water flows through while the ozone and oxygen gas mixture bubbles in. The ozone dissolves into the water, traveling through the contactor. Ozone is an extremely powerful disinfectant that kills all known waterborne pathogens. It takes at least 20 minutes for the water to pass through the contactor, and when the water leaves the contactor, there is no ozone remaining. Following ozone disinfection, water flows to the flash and rapid mixers. There, ferric chloride is added to help bring the suspended particles together. After ferric chloride has been added, water flows under the splitter structure to a central channel. There it surfaces and enters several splitter gates. Each splitter gate is assigned to a flocculation basin. In the flocculation basins, water is mixed with 4 variable speed paddles to make the small particles coagulate in large clumps called floc. The floc is so small it cannot be detected by the naked eye. The flocculated water is then sent to a center channel and directed to filters made up of anthracite coal, sand, and garnet. Water passes through these filters, where the particles are trapped and collected. This filtered water then goes to the clear well. From the filters, water flows into a large storage area called a clear well. The water is ready to be distributed to water users. A corrosion inhibitor, zinc orthophosphate, and fluoride are added. Then chlorine is added to maintain disinfection throughout the water transmission system. To reach the Las Vegas Valley, water is pumped through the river mountain tunnels by 26 high-pressure pumping stations. Water for Boulder City is pumped via a separate pipeline and high-pressure pumping station. The process by which the water filters are cleaned is called a backwash. After each filter is drained, air is pumped through the filter material to loosen the floc. Fully treated water is pumped into the bottom of the filters, and the dirty water is lifted into sedimentation basins. The floc particulates settle into sedimentation basins and leave clear water. The particulates are pumped into another sedimentation basin or a thickener, which allows remaining water and particulates to further separate. All clear water is sent to a wet well and eventually returned to the beginning of the treatment cycle. After particulate matter settles to the bottom of the thickeners, it is pumped to drying beds and spread out to dry in the desert sun. Once dry, it is returned to the environment at a nearby landfill. The dried material does not contain any environmentally damaging substances.